This one goes out to all the little bros out there. Y'all be safe, man. Might not be my blood, but you my little bro. Care about you, so I really gotta let you know. The streets foul, man, gotta reap what you sow. It's grown men out here grown, I never grow. Lil' bro, might not be my blood, but you my little bro. Care about you, so I really gotta let you know. The streets foul, man, gotta reap what you sow. It's grown men out here grown, that never grow. Lil' bro, turn on the news, another kid got shot.
What's good, what's good, what's good, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of How to Beat the Streets podcast.
Yes, sir.
Now today, today we got a very, very special guest in the building, man. We got my man from high school, man. This guy did a lot of things in his life. He done seen a lot of things, man, growing up in the streets of Harlem. Was able to, elevate his mind, change a lot of dynamics in his own family, man. I'm not even going to talk too much, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the boy and live, man, Anthony Ordonez in the building, man. What's up, King?
Right, what's up, brody? How you?
Yo, man, thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you,
brother.
man. You always coming through, man.
You know, I'll never get too personal, but for you, know what I'm saying? I bend the rules when it come to you.
See what I'm saying? My guy don't talk a lot, man. This is the best man in my wedding, too, man, for real. So we gonna talk about a lot, man. You know, he done been through a lot. He done seen a lot. He know a lot. True. And I just want y'all to sit back, chill, and, get a little bit of knowledge from Ant Live, man. So how you feeling today, King?
I'm feeling blessed, my brother. How you feeling?
Everything good, man. So on this show, How to Beat the Streets, man, we always start with a quote. So the quote we got for you is, "The wise learn from others' mistakes." What's that quote mean to you?
That's actually one of my favorite quotes because, they say smart people learn from their mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So I like looking at where people messed up, or I've called you sometimes, asked you for advice, and you like, yo, Aunt, don't go this route, go this route. You know what I'm saying? I did this, so you don't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So I learn from a lot of people's mistakes. A lot of people's mistakes. I watch what people do. I see what's going on over here. I see what's going on over there. And we're going to get into it. But, we learned a lot from the streets too. So I seen a lot of our friends, they go through a lot. So a lot of people's mistakes, I just look at it and I take heed to it. Like, okay, I don't want to go through that. Or I look at even sometimes my parents or something like, okay, my father did this. Okay, I see where that led him. I might not want to do that in my older years. So things of that nature. So I always learn from people's mistakes.
And that make a lot of sense too, man, because I always tell the people, man, when my father got killed when I was 8 years old, that woke me up because, I had to study his life and study the things that he did. I always wonder, like, what happened that made him, why somebody decided
to do that to him. That's real.
Want to do that, take his life and all that.
That's real.
So I had to study and I learned certain things and it made me move a certain way.
That's true.
And I do feel like, a lot of the youth out here, they got to take heed to even like, we in the Bronx right now, like K-Flock situation.
Yeah.
We got Young Thug situation. There's a lot of situations out here that people can learn from.
That's true.
So the wise ones really do learn from others' mistakes, right?
That's real.
So question of the day, speaking of Young Thug, man, we done had countless parties bumping the Young Thug music.
Facts.
And the whips top down,
Facts.
So it's like, when you see Young Thug going through his situation and countless others, losing to the streets, what advice would you give to a young guy who can't decide between choosing the streets or the traditional like school route that we did?
Well, the first thing I would say is that I can't name a person that'll tell me that the streets love them back. So we love the streets so much. We want to be in the streets. We want to be part doing whatever, this, that, and the third. But the streets don't never reciprocate the love that you give the streets. That's number one. Number two, the things that happen in the street, there's consequences for those things. And I think that that's the part a lot of people leaving out the equation. They want to get to the fast money, fast life, fast cars, girls, things of that nature. But there's a lot of underlying circumstances that could lead you places you don't want to be. So, like my father always told me, the turtle always wins the race. So slow money is better than no money. So when you in the streets and you doing what you doing, and I'm not here to judge nobody.
Right.
But when you in the streets and, for example, you get caught up like a Young Thug, now you got to sit up, do some time. All of that time that you got to do now, all that time is thinking. It's now you locked up. They got to tell you when to eat. it's lockdown. You can't be on the phone. You can't talk to your kids. Can't talk to your lady. Can't talk to your parents. Nothing. Or you could take the slow route. Slow money is better than no money.
No money better than no money.
Yeah,
We did that.
slow money is better than no money. I could tell you about that. You know what I'm saying? For real. So you rather go, and I'm not saying you gotta go to school, go to college, but do something positive. Get a trade, sell clothes, whatever it is that you want to do that's positive, you want to stay on that route. Because that other route is consequences that come with that, and everybody ain't built for them consequences, as we know.
Right, and that's true, man, because it's like, I like the fact when you say slow money is better than no money. Because like, I remember like us going to the PAL interview together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some
and
yummy.
working PAL. And I think a lot of them checks, we was like,
Yeah.
800,
Yeah.
800 a week
Yeah,
sometimes.
800,
like,
600.
We was having a ball,
Having
man.
a ball.
Summer youth money.
That's a fact.
And then that summer youth money went to part-time money.
Yeah.
And then we had jobs on campuses. So
Yep.
really, throughout our whole lives,
Yeah.
we was able to still get the cool sneakers,
Yeah, all
the
that.
good jackets.
And that's why I feel I don't understand with the young kids. They want it so fast. They want to do illegal stuff. It's like, I got the same stuff that y'all got the legal way. So
Right.
it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? I went the school route, got money the right way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I ain't risking my life. I could walk the streets every day, dolo. I walked the whole Harlem dolo. Lex all the way to St. Nick by myself. I don't gotta look. Y'all gotta look over your shoulder. Y'all gotta wear the poo shiesty because your ops might see you.
Right.
I could walk 25th. I could walk 4th, 35th, anywhere.
Yeah, we
Any
was in the-
project
we
in
was in the
Harlem, I could.
whips.
Yeah,
We was in the drop top,
in
the
the
Benz
whips,
and all that.
all the
And we
girls,
had the
all
money
that.
to
We had
supply
the
it.
money and all that. So I just don't understand what's really going on with the youth at this point in time. And I feel like, maybe there's something me and you could do. You know what I'm saying? We could put something together that maybe I need to do my part more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not excluding myself, but something got to give because they not really understanding what's really going on.
There's other ways, you know what I mean? And we
So
did it.
many other
That's-
ways,
That's
bro.
why we having this conversation. That's why I wanted to make sure
That's a fact.
that you came up here to
That's a
tell
fact.
this side, because I feel like they just got to see more people who,
Yeah.
young, fly.
Yeah.
We did it. We
That's
had
real.
everything you could think about. We ain't got
Trust
to talk
me.
about everything.
Been there.
But we done did everything.
talk
You know
about
what I mean? We done did everything that they wanted to do.
That's a fact.
But we did it the right way, and that's what they
Yes,
need to
sir.
see, man. So let's get into it, man. Tell the people where you from.
Well, as you know, my name is Anthony from Harlem. Everybody be like, what part? I grew up on the east side.
Let's break that down.
Yeah, I grew up on the east side of Harlem, 19th and Lex. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always, they always be like, oh, yeah, where you?
Shout out to 19th.
Yeah,
and Lex.
19th
Taking
and
over
Lex.
suit.
I grew up on 19th and Lex, Fetty Ave. That's my family. That's my blood.
Salute.
I went to PS7 right there on the corner, all 6 years. You know what I'm saying? That was my elementary. I moved there when I was 13. I moved to the west side, 121st and 7th.
Oh, so you basically covered the whole
Yeah,
Harlem.
I covered the whole
Yeah, keep
Harlem,
going.
man. 2st and 7th. I went to Thurgood at that point in time. That's when I met you and all that. We started building things of that nature. But yeah, from Harlem, born and raised, east side to west side.
Salute to Harlem, man.
Yeah.
What was your highest level of education? How far you took it?
My highest level of education is I got my bachelor's from Manhattanville College. I got my bachelor's in business management with a concentration in marketing and a minor in math. You know what I'm saying? A little
Yeah,
something.
heard him? Come on, man. Yo, what made you choose that lane? You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of kids who like struggle with like figuring out what major to choose, what college to go to, and all that. So what made you choose that, like the business, the minor in math?
I'm not gonna lie, you know this from experience, but your freshman year, you just figuring things out. So I took a marketing class, economics class. I went to a liberal arts school, so you gotta take your language, you gotta take your math, you gotta take your history. So I sprinkled those in there, take your electives. So I took this marketing 101 my freshman year, first semester, and I was like, I kinda like this. Yeah, man. So then I kept taking courses, but I already knew I was already into business. I was already into math, so I just, sprinkled that all in, and then that's how we got to where I got.
Damn, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
And all the kids out there, there's a lot of kids that be watching this show too, a lot of
Yeah, that's a
students,
fact.
man. So like, just think, business, I feel like right now a lot of the world is spinning towards business too.
Yeah.
So you kind of was ahead of your time.
Yeah, of
because
course.
everybody now, talking about the entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And
I've been
that, so.
wanted to be on that wave, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and you we selling candies, the boxes from Doyle and all that
Right.
for senior trip and all that. So I've been on some hustler type vibe. You know what I'm
Business is
saying?
where it's at.
So I've been on some businesses.
So what you currently got going on?
Currently, right now, I'm working. Always, working 2 jobs. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm working at Mount Sinai. I'm executive assistant for the director of cardiology.
Dope.
Then I also work in, the post office.
Doing your
So,
thing.
I'm doing my thing.
Hustling, man.
Yeah.
Like real business guy right here.
Yeah.
Now, growing up in Harlem, I feel like, I was in Harlem. It's you see a lot, man. Like, this is not a slow city,
listen,
man. As
at
soon as you
all.
come out and you 2 first and 7,
Yeah.
As soon as you open that door,
As soon as you open the door,
just
mayhem.
everything. You know what I mean?
Cross the street, juice bar on the other side.
What's the name of that juice bar, matter of fact?
Jasil.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm about to get a tiger
Heavy
right
in
now.
there. That's what I'm saying. Like you see that, you go walk into the juice bar as a kid, 12 years old, you see the drop tops, see the ladies in the passenger seat looking nice. You're like, hold on, what's up?
It's a lot. When you see growing up, like, people don't understand.
People don't understand that.
lot
It's
you see.
like we so what's the word I'm looking for? Like, but we so like as kids and we seeing that growing up. You know what I'm saying? You want to like, what's that about? Like, how can I get that? How can I get that car? How can I get that? How can I get that lady? You know what I'm saying? So you looking at all these things, and that's why I understand why so much confusion going on right now with the kids, because it's like they don't know which way to go. They seeing all the fancy stuff, and now they got it worse. Remember when we came up, we had the Skull Nasty. You know what I'm saying? Had the Skonex. And then after that, we got a little bit of MySpace, and then Facebook and all that came in our older years. Now these kids in high school, they got Snapchat, they got TikTok, they got YouTube, they got Instagram. It's like so many distractions, and they feel like, damn, this kid is 23 or whatever, 18. Look at the life he living, and now they comparing it to their life.
On top of like you live in the city, so it's live every day.
Yeah, every
when you
day,
go outside,
every day.
And that's why I wanted to know, like, what was the biggest challenge growing up in the streets of Harlem? Like growing up in the streets of Harlem, what was the biggest challenge, and how you was able to like maneuver that? Like, what was one of like the biggest challenges being in the streets of Harlem?
Oh, damn. It's a loaded question. One of the biggest challenges is like trying to stay on your own path and being a leader. You know what I'm saying? Because me and you always had this conversation on my way to school. Let's say I live on 2 First and 7th, right? Thurgood is on 35th and 7th. On my way to school, I got homies cutting. I got girls doing things they ain't supposed to be doing. I got homies selling drugs. I got all of this before I even get to school.
Right.
So it's on the walkthrough. So it's like, then I see homies, they got the Biggies on, the Nike boots on. I'm a Pele. I got a Columbia on. I'm like, yo, I'm looking bad out here. I gotta get right. You see what I'm saying? So I always try to, my goal, I always had like a tunnel vision type of your end. Just stay focused. You gonna get to where you gonna get to where you need to get. What's meant for you will be for you. So don't rush. You know what I'm saying? Don't look left, don't look right, because that's how you cause a traffic jam when you're looking at this lane and that lane. Skirt crash. You see what I'm saying? So you stay in your own lane, you're gonna be good.
So you more so saying like your biggest challenge is like seeing so much, and trying to figure out how to stay focused.
How to stay focused through all that.
Because that does happen. I feel like
of course
most people go left because it's like being exposed to too much too early.
Yeah,
you might lose it all.
And I think that's what that's one of the things that we went through. Like in Harlem, like we was exposed to too much. We was already partying. We was already going out. We was already, all the parents listening, I'm sorry. We was already drinking 18, 19 without an ID. So now that we older, it's like all of that, we not thirsty for that because we been going out.
Breaking night outside.
Yeah, breaking night out. You been calling me, come downstairs, I got the new V. This is my 3rd V. I'm on 23. You on your 3rd V. I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So this is the type of this is the type of fast life that we seeing, and sometimes it's like, damn, I want that life, but it's like that's where the kids is like they don't know where to go, because a lot of that stuff is like, you see what I'm saying? Like there's consequences that come with that.
Right.
That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Now,
it's consequences that come with that. So you got to ask yourself, am I willing to take those consequences? Am I willing to do all of that? That's why I got to think, one of my homies, one of my first friends I met on the West Side was Squirt. He always told me,
Squirt,
he always told me like, yo, I used to be calling him stressed in college. Like, yo, bro, I need some. He used to be like, yo, bro, ain't nothing down here, bro. Stay up there. I used to be like, nah, I'm missing out. He used to be like, yo, I want to go to the. I'm hearing about the butter spot. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get to the butter spot. Scott. He like, yo, bro, what you he used to, yo, come, like, I'll come down. He be like, yo, I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna stay the weekend. He like, nah, peel off, couple out, yo, go back to school. And I used to be like, damn, like, why this nigga gonna be act so bad? But I thank him to this day, because it's like, yo, you gotta have those people in your corner that's like, yo,
don't get squared up here too.
Yeah, this ain't it. And he in it. Like, you know what I mean? He knee deep. So he like, yo, I'm here, bro. Trust me. This ain't, you don't want this. Go to school.
That's a real one.
Stay with you. You know what I mean? Get educated and all that. And to this day, years later, I still thank him. Like, yo, thank you for that, bro. Because I really needed that motivation when I was down and out.
And that's crazy coming from, somebody that's not even the super OG.
Nah, this is somebody that's in my age bracket. You know what I'm saying? This is a friend that's in my age bracket letting me know, like, yo, this right here, you don't want to be a part of this. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that it's certain people that's in that life that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking, I'm not knocking nobody. Do what you do. I'm just saying that there's always consequences, but I understand the other side too. You're a young boy, you're in Harlem, 13, 14. Your man selling drugs. His man selling drugs. Your cousin selling drugs. Your grandfather and your pops was locked up for selling drugs. 9.9 times out of 10, that's the route you gonna go. You only do what you know. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at nobody that gotta do what they gotta do to feed their family.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. It's life, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Now I bet. At what point in your life you knew you had to beat the streets?
All right. This is thank you for this question. This is an amazing question. The point in my life I knew I had to beat the streets. I'm gonna give you a rundown. You know how Harlem is. 07, 08, cookouts everywhere. Cookout uptown, cookout downtown, MH having a cookout, Kingdom popping, more. You know what I'm saying? Morning side pop, everybody, everywhere popping. So you trying to.
Yeah, I remember them
days.
Yeah,
you trying to finagle with, see what's going on. So I'm in the crib. One of my squirt calls me downstairs, like, yo, come outside. We outside, we chilling. We ain't got nothing going on, for real. But everybody talking, we getting calls, yo, it's a cookout. It's a cookout uptown. I'm like, all right, bet. We like, we going? Like, come on, we can walk up there. We get to 25th, in front of Citibank. So somebody like, yo, y'all gonna cook out uptown? Be like, nah. I'm like, nah, I'm not going unless Squirt going. I blamed it on him. He like, nah, I'm not going if Nate going. If Nate not going. Nate is our homie, one of our best friends. We was kids. So Nate like, I ain't going. We like, I guess we ain't going. He's forcing us to go. We like, all right, bet. Mind you, what I tell you, we in front of Citibank. We walk 2 blocks, the 2-7 and 7th. Somebody start shooting. Boom, 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 letting off. We get up out of there. We come back. Nate, God rest his soul, one of my best friends, Nathaniel Allsbrooks, he lost his life that night.
Wow. Now, hold on.
That was June 29th, 2008. I'll never forget that day. Like, I know this day like it was like yesterday or earlier today. So that's, at that moment, I'm never going to say I was a street guy or knee deep in the streets, but I was running the streets at that time. You know that. But at that moment, that's when I knew, like, all right, this ain't it for me. Like, that's where I stopped all that running around and all that. It was done after that, because at that point I knew, like, your life could be taken from you. And we're not bothering nobody. We trying to go to a cookout, midnight cookout 3333, trying to see what the joints are saying. That's what we want to do. But at the same token, we don't know it's somebody else on another type time. And that's what you gotta be mindful of. Like, now, you might be having a good day.
I gotta stop you right here, because I gotta let the people hear this part, right?
Yeah.
So, y'all heard this story, right? Now, here's the twist. I want to let y'all know, this guy right here, I met him in Thurgood Marshall Academy when I got kicked out of Rice. That's a funny story.
That's a whole nother story.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
2008, same year, right? I got kicked out of Rice High School, and my mom was trying to find a good school for me that was still, going to push me to college and all that type of stuff. So my mom, she was like, Thurgood Marshall Academy got a good program going on over there. My grandmother at the time lived in St. Nick on 131st and 7th.
Right.
So it's like, I be going to put you in Thurgood. My son Scotty Mark, shout out to Scotty Mark.
Shout out to Scotty Mark.
Feel me?
He the one that linked us up.
I hit
Can't
Scotty.
forget Scotty
I'm like,
Mark.
Scotty, I'm about to come to Thurgood. I did a little interview. Boom, I'm about to get in there. Cool. So now, this is a little prior to me going to Thurgood. I'm in the hood. I'm sitting around. We all chilling and all that.
Right.
Some dudes running the block.
Yeah.
They telling us like, "Yo, what's good, y'all? What we doing tonight, man?" This one dude, he just moving a little funny,
Right.
and he talking about, "Yo, I want to clap, son. I want to go crazy, man. Like,
Regular.
I smell blood right now, like
Regular.
And because we so young and immature,
Yeah.
a lot of the guys is like, "Yo, he ain't doing nothing, man.
Gassing it.
Shut
You know
up,
how Harlem
man.
is.
You ain't nigga be cool." He like, "What? Point them out. I'd do anything to anybody right now."
Mm-hmm.
And a group of guys
Right.
walk past us.
Right.
And they like, "Yo, you see them dudes over there?" And son like, "I'm about to, what? I steam them right now. Like, what?" And they still gassing them.
Right.
Me and one of my men, shout out to BG,
Yeah.
like, "Yo,
Shout out to BG.
we out.
That's my dog.
Yo, we out of here." Like, I don't know what they on.
Yeah.
We start walking the opposite way.
Right.
They start trailing those dudes that just walked past us.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, we hit a shot. Don't.
Yeah.
We like, "Oh, what happened? What happened?"
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward,
Yeah.
years later, right? I mean, I'm bugging. Not years later, a couple months later, I go to Thurgood.
Right.
Scotty introduced me to this guy y'all see right here, the
Yeah.
Miriam, right? And Live. So me and Live, we chilling, we talking.
Right.
This is a friend of my friend.
Right.
So now we become friends.
That's a fact.
I go to Ant house. We chilling in the Ant crib. We in his room sitting down.
Yeah.
I look to the left.
Yeah.
I see a newspaper article
Yeah.
over his bed.
Still got the articles to this day.
Over his bed. And I'm
Yes,
like,
sir.
"Yo, you know that dude?"
Mm-hmm.
And he like, "Nah, that's my man." Mind you,
That's
I
a
went to
fact.
Rice, so son,
Yeah, he went to Rice during that time. Yeah, that's a fact.
So I seen him around in Rice too,
Mhm.
and I knew the stories all correlated. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that was just something I kept in my own heart because it was just a
Too
big
much.
story to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, he ended up passing away.
Mm-hmm.
So when I seen the news clip on Ant bed, I'm like, "Yo, you know him?" Like, "Yeah, that was my man, yo.
That's a fact.
I was with him the day he passed and all that." I ain't gonna lie, my heart dropped to my foot. I'm like, "Yo, you was with him that day?" So now this shit playing back in my head, and I'm like, "Oh, so this guy right here was with the guys that walked past that day."
Right.
And I'm like, "Yo, this story's so crazy because y'all
Yeah.
see this right now.
Yeah.
We chilling here to
Yeah.
years. I told you it's the best man at my wedding, right?
That's a fact.
So it's like, it's so crazy how the whole story.
Yeah, but Harlem's so
formulate-
small,
Harlem's so
bro.
small.
Harlem is so small. You know that. You know how that go. Harlem is
His
so
friend
small.
end up getting murdered, and I'm around the people
yeah.
that end up, being
Yeah.
a part of that situation,
That's a
man.
fact.
So we're gonna just do a little quick moment of silence for Nate,
Yeah,
man. We still
that's a
remember you, King.
That's a fact. Love you, bro.
Salute, man, for real, man. And that's why we here today,
That's a
man.
fact.
We here today to speak to the youth. We done lived through a lot. This could have been any way for either one of us.
That's true.
You know what I mean? God forbid, you was right there. You know what I
Yo,
mean? We never
for
know.
real.
That could have been anybody, man. So
Yeah.
we here to keep, sharing these gems, man. So I'm gonna get into this, right?
Yeah.
What is like, let's think about your life now because you've
Yeah.
been through so much. You've seen a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You lived through a lot. You did the college thing. You was in the streets in Harlem. If we was reading a book on Ant,
Yeah.
what's like three key takeaways we could take from like your life story? Let's start with the first one.
Oh, that's a good question. 3 key takeaways from my life story. Be patient.
Be
You
patient. Let's
gotta be patient, boy. I done been nights. Me and this man done shared butter rolls together. Butter on both sides.
That's a
You see what I'm saying? We was pop, no bread. And we was trying to figure it out. 16, 17, 18, summer youth, money slow. The reason me and Rob became so close, we come from the same type of household. Single parent house home with an older sister.
Mm-hmm.
So everything he was going through at that time, I was going through at that time. Yo, my older sister blowing mine, she doing this.
Shout out to Trish, shout out to Kiki.
Yeah, shout out to Trish and Kiki. Yo, I'm trying to bring company over there in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get them to leave the room and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we going through that. So my whole thing is like be patient. There was so much we wanted back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now that I look back at it, you know what I'm saying? I look like we wasn't at that time, whatever we wanted, number one, it wasn't for us. Number two, we wasn't ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That goes back even to a lot of people don't know this, but Ra got kicked out of school his freshman year in college, and I got kicked out of my senior year in
Gonna need
college.
part two of this
Yeah,
interview.
we didn't gonna need part two, but all of those obstacles, like you wasn't ready for that at that moment. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? The man up above took that from you. I wasn't ready for that at that moment. Or either we wasn't ready or we didn't cherish it enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was lollygagging. We was like, it's a regular day. And he took that from us. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to cherish it. So that would be my first thing. Be patient because your time will eventually come. The second part to that is my number 2. You got to work hard.
Work hard.
Ain't nothing in this life given to you.
Nope.
You got to either work for it or you got to go take it. So work hard. Your work ethic is everything. And everybody sees your work ethic. There's going to be people that's going to want to give you opportunities because they see that you work hard. And there's going to be people that's going to take them opportunities away because they see that you're lazy. So that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? And number 3 would basically be, like I said earlier, stay in your own lane. There's a lot of people looking left, looking right, and it's like, that's how you cause a traffic jam. You're going to crash. So if you stay in your own lane, your purpose is your purpose. You see what I'm saying? So you stay in your own lane, you do your little 60. Don't mind homie in the left lane doing 80. You don't mind him. You know why? Because he might be getting off exit 4, but you getting off exit 10. So he got to speed. You see what I'm saying?
I like that.
So it's like, you got to, you know what I mean? In the words of my mom, you got to cogerlo suave. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to calm down. You got to chill, bro.
Like
my mother used to always tell me that. She used to see me in the house stressing. Yo, man, I'm trying to take care of you. I'm trying to do this. She used to be like, yo, relax, boy. Like, tranquilo, man. Like, you know what I mean? Chill, bro.
Yeah, we gonna have to get into that too.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Yo, a lot of people don't know this, man.
Yeah.
But you from Honduras.
Honduras, 100%. Both mother and father.
Mother and father.
They're from Sambo Creek, man. Shout out to everybody from Sambo Creek.
Tell us a little bit about that. Where your parents is from.
Right.
And how did being Honduras, like, kind of have an influence on who you are today?
All right. So both my parents, they're both legal migrants now from Honduras. They migrated over here to maybe around 12, 13 years old, worked hard for everything they got. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? Spanish speaking parents. But you know, they came here. My father just retired last year, 31 years from Verizon. You know what I'm saying? My mother working for visiting nurse service right now. So they just two, you know what I'm saying? Spanish speaking parents came over here to this land trying to make a better opportunity for their kids, you know, and themselves too.
Dope.
So, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from that. You know, a lot of people always laugh, you know what I'm saying? When I used to be on the phone with them, they'd be like, yo, Aunt, what's that in the background? Who that speaking Spanish? I used to be like, oh, no, that's the radio. That's the T, because you know, the TV back in the day, it used to be channel 41, Spanish channel, and then BET 42. So I used to be like, I'm just skipping to the Spanish, the English, the BET.
Nah, I really remember that though.
But because at that point, I was ashamed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was ashamed because, hey, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was making fun of me, Spanish, whatever. Yeah, your parents can't speak English, whatever the case may be. So I would try to.
I used to wonder too, like, yo, this dude speaks Spanish. Yo, we used to get in the cabs, you know, the cabs be they treat you foul if you black. Like, yo, hey, speak this. Like, and he quiet. I'm like, yo, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's
he
a
dark
fact.
skin.
Yeah, because
that's
I
how I
used to
learned
be
about Honduras people. Because I'm like, wait. He's Spanish 100%, but he dark skinned, so some people don't know. You know what I mean?
So, you know what I'm saying? I used to be ashamed that, you know, coming up as a kid and in high school, things of that nature. So I used to be ashamed, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Spanish. I don't want to tell people I'm Spanish because I didn't think it was cool at that time. Until, you know what I mean? Started getting older, started embracing it, things of that nature. So, yeah, that's where my parents come from.
I had my first pastelito at this man.
Yeah,
crib,
that's
bro.
a fact.
I was looking at that like, yo, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I used to always.
Now I'm a pastelito head.
Yeah, I used to always put it on your plate. Like, yo, my mom said, you know what I'm saying? Take that. I used to come back. I go wash my hands, come back to the kitchen table, and his pastelitos on my plate. I'm like, looking like, how I get two? He's supposed to have one. But you know how that go. But yeah, that then my mom made me go when I was 18. This is like it's a funny story. So 18, we in Thurgood, senior year, spring break. She going to Honduras. My sister's away at school. Shout out to Trish. She's in Herc at this time. So I'm like, free crib.
Herc.
I'm trying to set it up Monday, Tuesday. I'm on the MySpace. I'm on the AIM, like, yo, taking over a ways and all that. I'm thinking I got the whole week to myself. I'm Gucci. My mom's like, yo, pack your bags. I'm like, where we going? She like, Honduras. I'm like, never. I'm like, nah, what you mean, mom? Like, she was like, yeah, we already bought your ticket and all that. So I'm tight. First couple days, I'm out there tight. But then after a while, I started realizing, like, the conditions over there and everything everybody going through. And that was a learning curve for me, too, because it's like, yo, We don't know how blessed we got it. It's rocks.
It's another gym, y'all.
Yeah, it's rocks on the road is rocks, bro. It's not like, over here it got pavement. No. Over there straight rock. People walking in thong sandals. Some people walking in socks. Some people walking in bare feet. And I mean,
that makes you like more hungry when you came back.
When I came back, that was an eye opener. That made me realize, like, number one, we blessed. Number two, gave me way more hunger. Like, all right, now I gotta get it. Like, I don't even have a choice now. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't even look at failure or success. It's like, I gotta succeed, bro. I don't even look at failure. It's not even in my, you know what I'm saying? It's not even in my view. Like, I have to succeed. Whatever I gotta do to succeed, I'm gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? So that was another lesson that I had growing up. Like, and I love my country. Like I said before, I was ashamed. I didn't want to tell nobody this, that, and the third. But now I ain't been in a while. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go soon. But
I seen being a teacher, man. I ran across a young boy too that's from Honduras. And I always think about you. So
that's a fact.
What's one thing you would tell to that young dude, maybe 7th grade, 8th grade, from Honduras, just trying to get acquainted, being in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem?
Yeah.
What's one thing you would tell him?
One thing I'd tell him is be a leader, not a follower. Don't follow everything. Don't follow everything everybody else doing, because you're going to end up going down the wrong path or doing some nonsense you ain't supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? So follow your own path and do what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of, like I said, we impressionable as kids. So we think like, oh, they doing that, that's wavy. They doing that, that's wavy. And sometimes we got to tell ourselves like, that's not. When we look back, it's like, that wasn't wavy, bro. That was corny. You see what I'm saying? But we don't know because we kids, we impressionable. We trying to figure, like you said, he's 7th grade trying to figure it out. So, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes the culture clash too. That's why I asked you that.
Facts.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. Yeah, it's a lot going on. You going home, you seeing something, right? And then you going in the street and you seeing something different. So now your brain, it's working at the age of 12, 13, like you said, 7th grade.
Figure it out.
Yeah, you trying to figure it out. Like, is what my parents saying the right thing, or what my man over here is saying the right thing? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a little balance. You got to just, you know what I'm saying? At that age, you got to just try to figure out what's right from wrong. And, like I said, always be a leader. Follow your heart.
Follow that heart, man.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? Listen up.
That's a fact.
Now, this is the part of the show. It's called Putting You On segment.
Right.
So I want you to give us something like a book,
right,
a movie, a podcast,
right,
anything that kind of like helped you, get your mind right, get your mental right, stay positive and all that.
Ooh, that's a good book that I read when we was kids was Rich Dad Poor Dad. That was an amazing book that I read because it gave
What you got from that?
It always gave me the both sides. Because, we always come from, it's only one thing. You see what I'm saying? But there was another thing that gave me that guidance too. When I was 7 years old, my mother sent me the Fresh Air Fund. So I only knew Harlem. And especially back then, I only knew Lex, Taino, Park, the Metro North, 3rd, 116th, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King. That's all I knew, bro. I ain't know no more Carver. My grandma lived in Carver. My cousin, she lived in Jeff. So I'm like, that's all I knew at that time. And until I started going to Fresh Air Fund. That opened my eyes. I'm talking about 2-deck crib with the balcony, backyard, a 2-car garage. I got game systems. I got my own room. I'm like, I didn't even know that this existed. Where we come from, right, opening the stove to heat up the crib, that's regular. But as you get older, you realize like, nah, bro, you're supposed to have a heater. And I'm like, word? I ain't know that. I ain't know the heater's supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? So, like you were saying, going back to the question, it's just like you go through two forms of life where you know what I'm saying, you start to open your eyes and things of that nature. Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad. It opened my eyes to be like that. The guy in the book, he learned a lot from his rich dad, but then learned a lot from his poor dad too. But the thing about it is that book shows you like the poor dad, like no disrespect to my parents or my father, nothing, like he want me to stay like the post office 30 years, get my pension, 401k, TSP, the whole 9 yards. And I'm not mad at that. That's where he come from. Me, that's not really my goal. I'm not trying to be working 30 years. That's just me, my personal opinion. You see what I'm saying? So, but the rich dad was teaching their kids wealth. And that's the piece that we missing in the hood. We get income tax coming. We get a couple dollars. We go shop. Because Cause where we come from, Rod, and I'm not mad at people that do that because I still do that to this day. Like when we come from, Rod, like we going through so much at the crib. Like we trying to, the least we could do is get crispy and go outside. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because that's a positive. You know what I'm saying? We going through the crib, mom trying to figure out how to pay the light bill, how to pay rent. You know what I'm saying? I have some roaches in the cabinet and all that. So you don't got to look like that when you come outside. You see what I'm saying? So when we come outside, we trying to be crispy. You know what I mean? We trying to make our parents feel good. Yeah, shit in the crib might be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But when we come outside, that's the appearance that we got. So that's like one of the gems for real, for real.
Ooh, yo, yeah. Look, y'all. Look, man.
That's a fact.
This is a lot of gems, man. This is like this guy right here got a wonderful story, man.
That's a fact.
And he's still going.
Appreciate you,
He's
bro.
still learning.
But I gotta say one thing before we leave.
Man.
I gotta say one thing before we leave. I know, you mean we've been talking about me this whole podcast, but I gotta give you your flowers. This man right here, he got kicked out of every school he ever went through. Jersey, middle school, Rice. We almost didn't walk on that Thurgood graduation. We ain't gonna talk about.
We're gonna need part two.
Yeah. We ain't gonna.
Don't worry.
We ain't gonna talk about that. But we almost didn't walk on our high school graduation for some nonsense. But that's neither here nor there. But I just want to give you your flowers too. You wear so many hats. You're a big brother. You're an uncle. You a father of two now. Congrats on that. Right. You a husband. You a teacher. You know what I'm saying? You a good friend. You so much that sometimes you moving around and you don't look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm doing my thing. But I'm here to give you your flowers. I'm here to tell you that you a good guy. You always been solid to me, 15 plus years. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving you your flowers while you're here. I'm not waiting till you know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting till 30 years from now. Nah, forget that. I'm giving you your flowers right here, right now. What you doing, the music, the podcast, the teaching. I feel like I'll be doing a lot. And I'll be looking at you like, damn, I ain't doing enough. Right here. He doing his thing. So I just want to give you your flowers, brother, man. For real, for real.
I appreciate that, man.
Always, bro.
We're going to end like this.
Right.
Right now,
yes,
Anthony is...
I'm a work in progress. Every day I'm trying to get better. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a better everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a better person. Like I said at the beginning of the pod, maybe I could do more for the youth, speaking to them more, you know, giving more game and things of that nature. And I just want to say one thing to the youth, that whoever's watching, spinning on your ops and smoking on your ops, that's not gangster. I don't know who created that rule, but we got to redefine what gangster is. Gangster is taking care of yourself primarily. So gangster is taking care of your lady. That's gangster. Gangster is taking care of your mom and your nieces and your nephews and your family and giving game out and providing a light to the loved ones next to you. That's gangster. Spinning on your ops is not gangster. I don't know who said that. I don't know what rapper they listening to, but spinning on and smoking on your ops is not gangster. Whoever created that rule, that's not wavy. I'm here. I don't care who said it's wavy. I'm here to tell you that it's not wavy at all. You don't get the ladies by doing that. Like you want to get 10 years in jail being around a bunch of men. You want to be around some ladies. You want to get some money. You want, you know what I mean? You want to get some paper and live the life you want to live. Start, you know what I mean? Looking at things a little differently because that's not wavy.
Wow. And there you have it, y'all.
Yeah.
How to Beat the Streets.
That's a fact.
My man, Ayo.
Appreciate you, bro.
This one goes out to all little bros out there. Y'all be safe, man. Might not be my blood, but you my little bro. Care about you, so I really gotta let you know. The streets foul, man, gotta reap what you sow. There's grown men out here grown, I never grow, lil' bro. Might not be my blood, but you my little bro. Care about you, so I really gotta let you know. The streets foul, man, gotta reap what you sow. There's grown men out here grown, that never grow, lil' bro. Turn on the news, another kid got shot. Hey, YouTube,